Okay, so I just watched a TikTok with an attorney, and she didn't allow duet or stitch or anything. So her name is Kim, and she's on TikTok. She gave some great information. And she said that usually police release the manner of death. Usually police will say blunt force trauma, gunshot wound, strangulation, something like that. As we know, they did not in Gabby's case. She said that's unusual unless it's tied to something else, or unless it's an unusual circumstance of some way. Well, as we know, there was another murder not very far from there, a murder of 2 women. And as we know, they were killed by gunshot wounds. So although Gabby and Brian had domestic violence issues, which usually ends in like blunt force trauma, she could have been killed by a gunshot wound as well. Both women were pulled to the creek. Gabby was laid by the creek as well. And here's one thing that I thought was crazy troubling, is apparently they found a pile of plastic Gatorade bottles by the 2 women who were killed their campsite. And who is obsessed with plastic bottles in the national parks? Brian. That was very interesting. So the police have been very tight-lipped on the 2 women that were killed. And matter of fact, people are thinking they're not even investigating it, but maybe they are, and maybe they're seeing the connection and they're just not releasing that information right now. I hope they do at some point. I'm not sure how keeping that information helps the investigation, but I'm not a police officer, so I'm not going to question. But interesting information for you.